Right now, woko Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong the team dia wamu jubilate ni na efa NPP ameloko eye proxy vote na ya na ba betwa be koso ne wamu chiremu a wamu abane no aha Alan Media Ghana and then first time across the video ya no me subscribe to me so e dey ama me videos na wo no omodi ni shape na foforo so enya bi enhwe so yen konse ni mu yen nanim eko a eda NPP ameloko nanim eye presidential primaries a ebe koso eye 31st January 2026 and omudo kun be hye so yen nanim krofo numu a se wamu gina Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong bene champion so ka ho Dr. Bawumia wo mama ka ho no omu nyina so ka ho bi na busia wamu gusu bontoa ene okọ other regions na no ya Dr. Bawumia kopie mu ewo voter region waso de agoche beba Ghana we chiremu a ene ye chese wo betimi lead country transforming country dia ni nyina enye botum ne mum idea chese nkrofo yi omu toto nsem de ma no omu ho a enya asapetwa na nche bia energy wise ono na former member of parliament edema bekwai eno de nsem betu dwa ono kro ya yekọ NPP ameloko no mo presidential primaries wa mo ba beto na papa na ye chairman ya bibia mo de ahye ne nsa eno de betu mu se ye hwe proxy vote na ya na ekoso ewo presidential primaries mu anase ye to aba wa NPP di ni mu na ya na saade no emmoa emache se pepe ye enkoso na proxy vote no begusam se de ade a eno na so obi ni ho na se bia mimi ni ho a ye be yi obi se wo kogirem ne kotoma me no NPP fo chiremu a wo mo abane sa ade no na no ana akwasi kwatin ene obi of asempa FM meeting komo na ochim se kwatin sama jo wise dia ba wose say proxy vote na ebe koso a chese ba beto abo bitima kwa kogirem to am obi no chese ya ende ne ye de ba na to so a enya sampetwa ni na 31st January presidential primaries a eba be koso ena akwasi kwatin chim was good idea ebe boa se ye de sa proxy voting eba na so ene nipa wugina wo kwa akoto aba ne se ya ebe boa ama ba no kro no ya na mu wia ewo mu de bankrofo bi no nyina to cha etakwasi kwati chiremu a wosese omo de sa abra ne ba na so ma ba ne sa proxy vote na ebebo ma Kennedy Agyapong Agyapong watimi aweni presidential primaries ya wo mo ba bekoi no we no de to so se eno kra beboa ama ye behunu ntu a ya na ekoso ewo mu o se ye de sa proxy vote ye yifro na se ye free way ye be hwe se Dr. Bawumia obetime nya 40% ewo sa abawe mu a yenti akwasi kwati na bra wani obi of Asempa FM etwe enkomo
na me kind post on your Facebook page say for Team Ken no you are in total support of party decision say proxy voting omu chem for January 31st sanete
bunya de Canada na mamema asem no me mono tofa na nye nchipia party no election committee no and check around on more they want more communication about say I feel the mabato e beto no one more e be proxy vote film na one more reason was high here one more they be protected the integrity and sanctity of the process no because if you look at the mood of the party little bit of mistrust and the other no ekoso pa entiade bia be di mistrust na ma be compromise the integrity of the process no ye support it nti omo de ba ni ehunu se ne kwa so am because enya hwe kura no se biebu general election kura ni obi a na nya kwanya be de ebeto that we will notice from previous elections, especially the 2023 general primaries in the Abribiano say Nipan will be paid and some money idea, especially through this electoral injustice. One of the ways I want more a scheme choose our proxy voting Of course, we don't want to go into the history in the election, but can they get some data or work in the 2023 primaries? Bobby, a bear or say, Ushimupa about 7% of the votes need to over. Yanka come here the coca will be for the
Hey, how did you know that? Musi den husa.
Oh, say so be data analysis. So be data analysis, but I mean sometimes in the name of peace and of course the unity of the party, no. Rebecca said they're more, they're more money than the but I'm telling you, say,
but data analysis when the how people voted in the ballot box, secret voting, no? How would you know?
Say, the bit said now you can call Northie. So confirm voluntarily. Or more about report to say Omotoma can, but the choice zero in him. Unfortunately, the main general election betrayed us because polling stations are almost 200% ma area of Bawumia. In the general election, they all had zero. And we know polling stations, some of them we had constituencies, some of them we had as high as 197, 200 votes. Your own kata said based on your coalition, but you did zero check and data point. And I'm saying, say, if you do a computation of all these figures, you will come to the realization, say, can vote or no. And you at the man. Maybe let's say maybe it could be a clerical error. At the point is say, that's why I got to idea. We need to make sure say we protect the integrity and sanctity of it. And I make us one of the ways one more every year and this scheming and manipulations and maybe let me not even use scheming and manipulation. Let me say compromising the process through these positive processes. Will be on principle can the Agyapong team any against for external branches coming to vote. But we are saying say there should be a comprehensive approach. So be a bit mapankwa de say you say take it a bit camano. And as I say plain a better it be Europe, it do America, any other. Let's see all their numbers. Democracy has always been expensive. External branches is not the problem. But situations will be Ghana here, any party Ghana here, so not your family before a handful. Your family before influential individuals. You who say over to our Ken and now on to certain direction. Your family now issues of threat and warning near the Usu and the Reman and no more from and the father of Uncle over to the assign form way. Indirectly you assign a proxy for so that they are own control. And we have the history from the last election. Before Ghana one more ever two proxies or no more or Nare or Nashi just because a particular candidate feels that he cannot trust them. Decided you could general influential person be any media. You have to then disclaim your right to exercise or franchise. Proxy. You see, all will distort the integrity of the process. What a booking abu leak audio na abana. No making allegations very wild one tampa or non a trend or for blooding delegates to threaten them. Imagine say ya sese delegates yesu so mkwa kwoto amaken na be makoshia bogri na abu no hwe no munyinia. The only thing they will say is then do proxy. Now you say you indeed have your vote. And these processes and instances anyway will compromise the integrity of the election. And the Pamno channel and one machino across one yanka one with Sadia any proxy in the film. Wow, bit about Toronto. After all, a general elections will be out of 18 million, about 18 million voters or voter, Abon, no be at the and indeed, even if we still bring proxy or we don't bring proxy, whichever is not everybody who can still come and vote. But why would we look into OBN and can't you be said? We'll be betting me where electoral box in the let's say 50 or 70 times because a Nipa Bear 70 or more a right higher amano. No proper system of verification or cognitive rules on the after saying amano. And she said that they are that way
but rather than banning proxy voting in its entirety, why won't you rather push say proxy voting should be done, but this time you put in all the checks. For example, one person cannot be proxy for more than one other person. Inti obi a person auto proxy bia no get a different person now on tomorrow. The situation where one person would be proxy for 30 people, for 10 people, for 20 people, no, should not happen. And put in place measures because again, the right to vote near constitutional and it should not be seen say a fetter is being placed on anybody's right to come and vote. Inti rather no put in place systems ebema proxy rather than banning it completely. No,
Bobby, right to vote is constitutional. I mean for
yes,
but the exercise of right also goes with responsibilities.
Absolutely.
Right to vote. You can even renege on your right at the same time. So we take up your right. And at the end of the day, it's a balancing act too. And the balancing act, what is the total effect that we are looking at? The total effect is to have a processor. You know, for an candidate be could deal and can't say we will see the process we are now process way the SSM. And the day and then if you indeed love the party, won't you mean sorry? Maybe I won't say over to of course. Won't you mean we don't lose anything, so it doesn't benefit any of the candidates. It doesn't go in favor of A or it doesn't go in favor of B. It is also the more reason why we are saying say one more for 1 or 2 reasons, especially in Mobuchi. We also want to why can't you also get a different process of also getting all of them to also come and vote? And Obi, about to young cotton stadium, they will all be in the various constituencies. It is all constituency in I think we should have easy access to go and do it. In any event, Obi, the proxy bow and for proxy amount. Still, people will not even exercise their right to franchise. Yes. If you are doing the balancing act and you are looking at the decision at Proxima very close to protecting the integrity of our election there. Let me you say we will stand with the decision of the election committee. But don't your moye. One of the moye in say, one man said that question in February. Now the petition about now because the election committee does not have the right to powers to make the decision. If you have national council the moye Nicola Brio into your party overturn. But the good thing is that there are other people on also more external branch, almost the counter petition about that petition is in 30, they are more people, almost no money where they are not part. When we take it from me, the proxy free man, there is no way that Bawumia will get more than 40% in this election. The proxy free man, the proxy way a way to spin things to favor a particular candidate.
But is that a fair comment to make, especially when you have no basis to make such claims?
Obi, I have given you a history of how Agyapong suffered electoral injustice in the last election. I don't speak in a vacuum. No. I'm a lawyer.
I'm not saying you are speaking in a vacuum. I mean, you've not proven say Agyapong diena usunya 0 no. Sa number no. You've not proven say Anko Eho. Why do you think they call Dr. Bawumia?
Obi, the other contestants, no?
Yes.
One more, if for instance, my analysis is my analysis, let me know about 7% of my votes. Other contestants, why did you up to 7% people?
Yeah. But the basis of 7%, ne crowd, no, yeah.
Are you shifting the goalposts now?
No, I'm not. The basis of your 7%, to start with, no, you cannot build something on nothing. The basis of that 7%, ne crowd, yeah. Questionable to start with. Analysis, the party didn't put that information out.
Obviously, I'm not speaking on behalf of the party.
Yes.
I am saying that from the history, and your data analysis, and even shows that last election, the Kennedy and I've given you a figure to that effect. Of course, unless of course I say maybe figure but you have been able to dispute it, or we all reference the figure electoral commission as a part in the Maya. But I'm saying it is not in dispute. You call no for no. And if we Edward Mo some of them they had taking pictures of it. Some of them video Motoma Ken in those polling stations and in those constituencies, hence they recorded 0. So that is what's in dispute. One more bina, we had chiefs like Bugrina calling them to threaten them. Obi, when we left Ken free no for no. Before our team, our campaign team said the level of intimidation that they were going through, some of them were even facing a threat of punishment. But we want to issue an advice that this time around, we'll stay by the values of the party.
Okay.
We'll make sure that there is a clean, transparent process. We'll make sure we stay united at the party. Because I find that fan cannot test the bonus you made but what we also not show Obi is weakness.
Okay.
I think this time around will not show weakness.
It's where you come of course, Nina NPP American, a presidential primaries, I don't know Mokwakatuno, a year January 31st, 2026, no, and I just say, most of the proxy voting, I just say, Obit Majina Makwakotramubino, ya ban no e de free NPP ameluko ma presidential primaries a e do manimu a wo mo e ba bekoi aha e Alan Media Ghana and then first macro see video ya no me subscribe to me so e de ama